Hey guys, BX Bricks back with a Lego review. This time we are reviewing an actual Lego set. I've been pretty excited about this since I seen the movie last week, and when I saw that they had this, I knew that it was something I had to get, and I figured why not review it. It's Lego Marvel Superheroes Ant-Man set, and it's the final battle. It has about 183 pieces, and it costs roughly about $20 depending on where you get it. I got mine from Target, so without further ado, we're going to crack this thing open and see what's going on inside. Alright, so first we're going to start, with the box. As you can see, it's the final battle. We have Yellow Jacket, we have Ant-Man, we have Antony, and we got a couple of little ant friends right there with these larger than life Lego pieces, which is supposed to make these guys look even smaller. But what I noticed here is that you don't really see them within the battle, but we actually have Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man, dressed up, in like an older Ant-Man type of a suit there, and I thought that was pretty interesting. So to get all three characters, the only thing that we're missing is the Wasp. They should have definitely put her in there, but she was kind of, I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you haven't seen it yet, but it would have been very cool to have seen her in there. But you get like the main important characters all in one set for a really low price. Like, I think that was just super awesome of Marvel. I don't know if they were gonna, they thought that it wouldn't do well, so they just put everything in one. But on the side, we got some regular stuff there. Got some action scenes in the back. It shows you how to use the super jumper plate, which you could put a little minifig on, press it down, and it jumps, flies over stuff. But from a couple of the other reviews that I've seen, it's not really that good of an idea to use it because it kind of messes up the legs of the minifig. So if this is going to be a collectible for you, you might not want to use it. But if you just want to have fun with it, then definitely by all means, just make sure you don't lose the stuff. So let's crack open the box and see what's going on. Okay, so dumping out the contents of the box here. It's empty. Let's throw it aside. We have the instruction booklet, of course. Seems pretty hefty right there. You would think you're building like 2 or 3 different models with this thing. Put that off to the side. What is this? There's an actual little comic book in here. Oh, and it has Spider-Man in there. And some other gold Spider. I'll take a look at this. You see, there's like a red Spider-Man with like gold legs. It's kind of awesome. But you get that. Fighting the Rhino, yes, they should definitely make that a set. Got some stickers. I don't tend to use the stickers because I like to break down my models eventually and use them for other stuff. I'm sure a lot of you guys do also, but I'm going to put that off to the side. We have bag number 1. You can tell we got some minifig heads in there. Looks pretty cool. We got bag number 2. Seems to have like all the darker pieces in there. Also got some minifigs in there. And then we have 2 huge wings. Now, I've never seen this in Lego before, but just to get you like a size comparison of what's going on, these wings are pretty massive, So I can't wait to see how we put those on. We're gonna set that off to the side and get the parts going, and I'm gonna probably do like a really fast motion type of build just so you can see what's going on. There's another little bag in there. Just kind of dump everything out. There's some pink pieces in there. It's like a light magenta type of color. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's get cracking with fast motion. Okay, so we finally have the build complete. Like I said, this is pretty cool. We got 3 minifigs here. All 3 of them are really cool. We have like a huge ant with some, I mean, to me, I've never, really seen these wings before, and these things are huge. And honestly, building this thing, it was kind of creepy, just seeing how everything just kind of shaped up and everything. Building the giant Lego pieces, I love these things. Like, I just want to build giant Lego pieces now and just start a whole folder about that. Now this right here, this is the jumper plate that is included in the set. And I guess ideally you would stick the minifig on right there. Oh. Or maybe it's from the front, I don't know. There seems to be like a piece of plastic kind of blocking it, but... Or maybe I'm just bugging out, but that doesn't seem to really fit there. Now that I look at it. Yeah, you can't really squeeze that in there. And as far as like how the box depicts it, let's get the box without tipping everything over. Where's this jumper plate here? I don't know if you guys can see this, but according to the box, you kind of put them on right there, bend them back, and then you let him go, and he flings over that way. But as you can see, everything is towards like the back of his legs over there. And that would be this. This would be that, but you can't really get those on there, and I don't want to stress it, but it seems like all their little locks. Gotcha. So I guess to prevent him from flying off of this thing when you project them, yeah, I just really don't want to mess up his legs. It seems pretty, there you go. So we got him on there. So they kind of clip into the back holes on his leg on the bottom, and that's where he would kind of, he could kind of flex like that. And I didn't want to do it too harshly and have him fly off somewhere. Yeah, that's how it would really go. And he jumps up maybe about, a few inches. Gotta be really careful because it could really scratch up these holes right here on the back. As you can see, it seems like it made like a little dent from the pressure. Alright, so when you look at the details on the helmet, I don't know if it's me, but it looks a little crooked a little bit, like the nose lining up with the mouth. I don't know, maybe it's me, but the translucent red in the helmet is awesome. The molding and everything, he has more translucent red on the side. The paneling on top is pretty spot on. It's just overall awesome. I think he's supposed to have like 2 little more circle things like that on the side right here, but maybe that's just me. But other than that, they did an excellent mold on the helmet itself. As you can see, the outfit is pretty spot on also. We also got some printed detail in the back, which is awesome. And of course he has, for his face, this is the regular, happy, kind of smart alecky Ant-Man. And then turn him around to the side and he's like, what? Are you sure? So that was pretty cool. Sending him off to the side, we're going to get to Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man. Let's see if we could try to get a focus in on his helmet. There we go. Maybe I just put him on crooked. I don't really know. I'm trying to line up the eyes and everything, but this is pretty awesome. Like it's pretty much the same sculpt for the helmet. It's just all black, which I'm totally digging right now. Still same translucent red pieces, which you don't really make out too clear on like the head right here in the same area where Ant-Man has his, but it's actually the same color. It's just like being that it's surrounded by black, you can't really tell that the translucent extends up from the eyes towards the top of the head. Alright, so with the comparisons between the outfits, it's pretty much the same kind of sketching. with the red details. It's just that on Ant-Man's right here is that, you know, it's outlined with the silver paint apps, which is pretty cool. It seems like the red on this one is yeah, it's definitely a lot brighter. It's kind of like a traditional brick red, as you can see there. It's pretty much the same. And this guy right here is it's a bit darker, maybe like the dark red color. So yeah, you could definitely tell the technological advances from Ant-Man back in the 60s to Ant-Man today. So he also has, you know, more paint apps in the back. You can kind of see similarities with that. He just has, like, you know, more silver paint apps with the belt and everything extending through the back. With Hank Pym back here, you know, he has, oh, it's supposed to be this side right here where he's like, you know, oh god, he's old and wrinkly. Just look at that. It's like his face is melting. It's horrible. And there's angry melted face. Like, you know, this is to depict his kind of a rage that he kind of keeps locked up, and I think that was really good to be able to depict that. Let's not forget the little guys, the little tiny ants. You know, this is pretty cool. You know, normally they have the spiders and a couple of other bugs, but I mean, the detail on this is really cool. Totally different mold from the spiders that we were getting before. And, you know, they have the little peg on the bottom that you could connect them to stuff. And it comes with two of those guys. I'm setting these guys off to the back. I'm gonna bring in Yellow Jacket. And kind of adjust the camera a little bit just to get him in his full evil glory. Now, you guys can notice that he is like kind of leaning forward by like that much, only because when you see all of the stuff on the back, it makes him incredibly back heavy. Incredibly back heavy. And I saw this in other reviews to where, you know, if you stand him up straight, that's him straight, and boom, falls right over. So they didn't really you know, take that into consideration. I mean, it's an awesome backpack. The detailing on it is really cool. We got the translucent yellows right there, the clips, and the spacing enough for the arms with the guns that actually shoot. You guys are probably familiar with this already. And you know, just press on the little trigger right there, and I'm probably never going to see that brick again because it just flew totally to the other side of the room. These guns are really powerful. And just to, you know, be clear that they do come with a warning stating, you know, don't shoot them at, you know, your friend's eyes or your little brother's eyes or anything like that, because these things could possibly or potentially hurt. Make sure that, you know, little kids aren't picking these things up and trying to chew them like candy, because, yeah, they're going to either probably choke on them or eventually poop them out, and nobody wants either situation. But the detailing on this guy's outfit is completely insane. Like, look at this. Now, the only gripe that I really have about this is that they used a lot of probably like the dark stone gray to color his outfit, even though his jacket has more of like a metallic sheen to it. But I remember in the movie, to me, he looks like he was supposed to be you know, have more of a black with, you know, translucent yellow highlights. And the detailing on it is, you know, impeccable. That kind of looks like a kind of a happy koala in the middle of his chest. But just, you know, to have all that leg detail and, you know, the little detail within the yellow, that is completely awesome. His helmet is sick. Look at this thing. Like, you know, they got this like spot on right here. Once again, I wish it was, you know, the black color that we see in the movie, but I mean, this is pretty awesome. Now, unlike Hank Pym and Ant-Man over there, he only has one face. You know, you go around to the back, you know, so he just pretty much depicts this type of demeanor throughout most of the movie. It just looks like he's up to no good. And that fits on perfectly. Like, I'm so happy that they made some new molds for these helmets. And, you know, Lego isn't, you know, cheap to just sit there and, you know, make some repaints and just hope that it's acceptable. Like, they actually, you know, went for the detailing of this character spot on, and I definitely appreciate that. And the backpack right here, why is this brick yellow? I don't know if you guys can see that. This is like, brick yellow. And I don't know if maybe I have to watch the movie again, but I don't remember this huge, you know, like, I don't know if that's supposed to blend into something, but this kind of sticks out like a sore thumb a little bit. You come with some extra pieces. This is like to pretty much to kind of go with the giant Legos right here. And they have a little gimmick. Let me try to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit more. So we got like the flat 1x2 tile and the 1x1 brick. We got some screws right there, and this tilts to where I guess you're supposed to be able to like fling this thing, and it flings it. Oh my god, that was pretty awesome. I'm so happy I finally have a toilet seat. I've never had a reason to have one, but I've always been upset that I didn't have one, and now I have one, so it's pretty cool. And I like, the way how they used it with this. Now, I don't necessarily know how in the movie a 1x2 plate is supposed to fling a screw, or how it attaches like that, but I love the gimmick. It's totally awesome. It has 2 screws there you can fling, and once again, I'm totally loving the whole, giant brick thing. I just want to build a bunch of these in different colors and see what I can make. Maybe even, no, that's not going to connect to that, not in real life. But you get a couple of extra bits, just like you do in every set. You get an extra, flat 1x1 tile. You got one in yellow and red. You got an extra gun trigger. You have an extra Technic piece with friction. And for some reason, it comes with an extra Lego head, completely black. I don't know if that's supposed to go into one of the helmets, and that's supposed to depict a different part of the movie. I don't know. We have another little claw for Anthony. There's little claws in the front that he grabs things with. We have a bunch of lights, that's supposed to, use for the guns on Yellow Jacket. We have another gray, and we got another clear, round, flat tile. More of those. And we have another dark blue cheese slope, which is awesome. I can't get enough of cheese slopes. So overall, that's, everything that you get in this set right here. So, get these guys together. Oh, I don't want to sit there and leave out Anthony. Like, this guy is awesome. Like, you can pretty much see, all the points of articulation. He has the little, grabbers for his mouth. You see his eyes right there, kind of like to be like light piping. The head is on a ball joint on a mixel, so you could, go all the way around and do all sorts of stuff. The wings are articulated. They're on, these giant ball joints right here, and they seem pretty cool. His torso is not on the mixel. It's just kind of like on a small ratchet joint right there, and just pretty much moves up and down. As far as his legs, the back legs don't really move anywhere. They kind of like swivel back and forth, I guess, just to like, change his height. Yeah, none of these really move that much at all. They just kind of swivel in their respective joints. And that's pretty much it for Anthony. You could sit Ant-Man right there, like so. Maybe so, maybe no. There he is. So let me kind of pick it up a little bit so you can see how that looks. And yeah, with this, you want to kind of be careful with how you sit him, because if you put too much pressure on him, he'll flatten out. But he seems to be holding up pretty well, and just the ratio of size is just excellent. So as a Lego set, I would definitely suggest this one. Like I said, it's a great value depending on where you go find it. You're gonna maybe get it for like around $20. You get 3 awesome minifigs in there. It's like everybody that you would want, except for Wasp. But maybe they'll release a separate set for her. A bunch of extra pieces. You get a jumper plate, which I don't really recommend using, but by all means, have fun with it. Knock yourself out. not literally. You got some great wings that you could use for all sorts of things. Me, I love building Transformers, so maybe I'll try to incorporate those into maybe some Insecticons or something. And definitely, I want to check out this comic book. This comic book looks awesome. I'm gonna check that out probably right after the video. Like I said, I don't really do the sticker wraps because I want to be able to reuse the Legos later. And yeah, definitely go out there and buy it. I mean, this is awesome. Maybe they'll come out with some new sets, but you have everything here that you want. So it's like you don't have to go buy 5 different sets to go collect all your favorite characters. So this is BX Bricks. I want to thank you guys again for watching these videos I post. I'm trying to get some more diversity on here, get some sets on there, and I'm going to start doing some Transformer reviews, like actual Transformers. And if you like this, subscribe, leave comments, share it. I definitely appreciate all your support. And by the way, I want to thank all of you. This channel has gotten past 10,000 views, and that was one of my personal goals. And this happened maybe about a week ago after I posted the Lego full-size Ant-Man helmet. Definitely go check that out. And I got some big things in the works right now, so definitely stay tuned. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment below, and go check out my mock pages. You're gonna see some stuff up there that I might not do videos for, so do not miss out. Do not be outside of the loop. Go check out the mock pages. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace.